Okay, gang, we got a special edition member updates today. A little bit of a different circumstance going around in our world right now with this coronavirus situation. So, hopefully, you guys are staying calm. You're not freaking out yet. Hopefully, you're following your intuition, your instincts. Um, just basic common things. You're self-quarantining if you're not feeling well. You're washing your hands. You're doing things like that, right? Because that's what we're being told to do. But I got just a few things I want to go over real quick. So first, the first thought that crossed my mind is kind of like, well, this is why we do this stuff. This is why we do. Sometimes I'll be in a workout and I'll be like, why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we put ourselves through this stuff? Why do we refine ourselves in the fire like this? Why do we do this? And so one thought I've had just with this situation is like, well, one reason we do it is for the unexpected. One reason we do it is to be prepared for whatever life might throw at us, and to be the most healthy person we can be. That's why. I mean, we could just walk. We could just walk outside. And we could just casually pay attention to what we eat. But that doesn't create the best version of ourselves, from a health standpoint. You got to push the limits. So that's why we do what we do. And obviously, there are going to be people who die of this virus who maybe they are in tip-top shape. But as a general rule of thumb, without being a medical professional, I could probably just throw out a generic guess that the people who are most healthy, if you put them on a chart, they're probably going to be the ones with, the lowest death rate. And people that are not as healthy are probably not going to fare as well in this situation. So, I mean, that was one thought that I had, is like, man, it kind of just brings to light making the most out of every day, making the most out of every workout. It's kind of like, yeah, that's why we do this, to be the very best version of ourselves. I think it safeguards us against whatever life throws at us. So obviously, and so the next thought is, okay, well, how can we help you guys stay healthy and to keep doing that, And so, read through the email. There's a bunch of stuff, and we're going to be doing precautions that we're going to be taking. We're not going to cancel classes at this point. We are going to tweak how we do things a little bit. So again, read through the email. Feel free to reply to that email with any questions, with any concerns. Reply to the email with any additional ideas. We've thrown some ideas out there that we think will still give you value and help you be healthy during this sort of, uncertain few weeks. Hopefully it'll just be like a few weeks kind of situation and we get things situated, but who knows how long it'll be, right? But we want to continue to deliver value to you guys in this time. Obviously, don't stop working out, gang. Either come to Creed or utilize some of these home workouts that we're going to be sending out. If you find that you're working out less because of fear or just not feeling safe, things like that, then participate in this nutrition challenge that we're going to do. Focus your energy on that. I think that's another thing about why we do what we do is like, man, life is stressful. Life is stressful without the dang coronavirus going around. You know what I mean? But then you throw that in the mix and you're just like, it can be stressful. So I think that's another big reason why we do what we do, is I think what we do keeps us level-headed. Working hard physically keeps us level-headed. We had a couple of comments on Facebook like, please don't close Creed. I'll go crazy with these kids at home. It's like, I'm beginning to learn that, right? Two small kids, like, man, life is difficult sometimes, and kids can be difficult. So, we need to physically work hard just to keep our sanity sometimes, So anyway, finally, guys, look, I just want to say this, I feel like there are situations like this that happen, and I almost see God knocking, just just knocking at the door, I think sometimes he uses natural disasters like that. I think this coronavirus situation is a situation like that, where God's kind of knocking at the door saying, hey, life it's a mist, life can be short. And there's more to life than just this, what you see in front of you. There's more to life than just this office and just my family here on earth. I think there's more, I believe that. And I think God is using this, I think he's using this as an opportunity to give people an opportunity to come to him and to know him and to develop a relationship with him. And I'm not talking about religion here. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a relationship with your Creator. That's what I'm talking about. So I would pray that you guys would seek God in these times. I know for me, God is an incredible source of peace and comfort. There are things that stress me out in life that just working out hard doesn't fix. And I lived 24 years of life without God, and I can tell you now, after following him for about 11 years now, I am much more at peace now than I've ever been. Just because, I have a trust that goes beyond just myself. Like I can't do anything about this coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? I can't do anything physically. Like Clint Watson can't do anything. My hands are tied, right? I can wash my hands, and stay away from people who are sneezing. But I can't do anything, but God can, and God can comfort me, and just acknowledging him being on the throne and not me puts me at peace. So last thing I want to do, I just want to pray for a minute. And so if you're a praying person, I pray that you would join me in this prayer. If you're not a praying person, you can go ahead and hit stop on the video if you don't want to hear it. But let's just pray for a minute. So Lord, I just pray for our world right now. I pray for the people that are going to be infected by this virus. It's spreading, it's going around. There are going to be people infected. I pray for these people. I pray for healing over them. I pray that you would protect them from death. Lord, for the people that do die, I just pray for their families. I pray comfort over them and peace over their families, that this would maybe create a situation where they would seek you, Lord, and just acknowledge you as God and as King and as Father. And God, I pray that we would not seek our own understanding in this situation. We're finite creatures. We have finite minds, and we don't understand why things like this happen and why people die. But I just pray that we would trust you with that knowledge, and that we don't need to have that knowledge. We don't need it. You've got the knowledge, and we're just going to trust you with that. We're going to trust you that you are a good Father and that you love us. God, I pray for our leaders. I pray for our medical professionals and all the people that are handling this situation, the CDC, all of these people, God, these people that are making these tests. I pray for these people that are trying to find the vaccine. I pray for all these people that they would do their best work to help in this situation. So Lord, again, we just submit all of this to you. I pray peace and comfort over all of our Creed members. And I pray that this will be an opportunity for them to grow closer in relationship with you. So, amen. All right, gang. Love y'all. Stay cool. Stay calm. We good. God's in control. And keep getting after it.